Because when you come, they'll be like, oh, it's cold, I want to go get heater. They'll be like, what is heater? Unless you say, oh please, I want to get some heater.
Here.
You know, like those things, like heater,
Yeah, so
like
my
water.
first time hearing, when I came, I was like, is this Toronto? So, what are you saying? Toronto.
You say Toronto. You're like saying, okay, it's like, okay, I'm going to Alberta, but it's like Alberta.
Alberta.
I'm going to Alberta. I'm like, what is Alberta?
Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on wherever you're watching me from. You're welcome back to Opportunity Home. If this is your first time on this channel, please like, comment, and then don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel, and then you can get every update on this channel. Alright, so today I'm fortunate to have my sister here with me, who is willing to share her experiences. She's been in Canada for a very long time, right? Yeah, so she's willing to share some experiences and then what to expect when you're coming to Canada, and then things you have to do before moving to Canada. So you're welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my subscribers and my followers would like to know your name, your background, where you're from, like anything about you.
Hey guys, my name is Ruth Koroma, but people call me Maini, and I'm from Sierra Leone, and I've been in Canada for 5 years.
Wow.
So thank you so much, Wisdom, for inviting me over to your channel, and it's my first time, and yeah, so let's do it.
All right, so thank you for honoring my invitation.
Yeah,
and I know she's going to give the best she can to support whatever you are doing on this channel. Yeah, so as I said, you would like to know something about you. Where are you from?
Or like I said from the previous conversation, I said I'm from Sierra Leone. It's like, and I stayed in Ghana for a while.
Wow.
And I stayed there, and from there I got my visa and I moved to Canada, and I came as an international student and all that. Yeah, it's really nice. It's very interesting.
All right, so which means you did your application process in Ghana?
Yes, I did it through the Ghana place. Like, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what travel document did you use? Do you use the Ghanaian passport or use the Sierra Leone passport?
I'm not a Ghanaian, like I said. I'm from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, because I want you to be
correct. Use my Sierra Leonean stuff, like when it asks for, because I know ECOWAS is from West Africa, so I use my West African passport. I use my Sierra Leone document, everything that's just meant, like, because I'm a citizen from that country.
Right, because
I just stayed in Ghana for a while, and when I was staying in Ghana, I was a permanent resident too. Okay,
the reason why I asked that question is there are some people outside Ghana with Ghanaian passport, right, and they want to come to Canada, but they don't know if they can do that from different countries. Because for me, I applied for my study permit in, let's say, I was in Spain before coming here. Yeah. So some people don't know whether they can still apply from different countries.
It is possible. Like if you are from Cameroon or for, let's say, from Senegal or Mali, as long as you're a citizen from that country, you can still apply through a community college or through a university. Okay. Just make sure that you get all the requirements the immigration people are asking you for. And because with this immigration people, when they ask you that you have to have this passport, like your passport picture size, you have to get the exact size, because without that size, every little bit of mistake you do, your application is gonna be returned, and they don't care. They won't give you no time because the expectation is too high, and they're expecting much from you that base you have to read instructions. So you have to be very careful when you're filling your application form. Go over it over and over. Don't rush to just submit your application, honey. No, it doesn't work that way. You gotta take your time, go through the process, not just one. Ask people with a lot of experience so they can walk you through that process, so it will be so easy for you. And don't be rushed. I know you're trying to get all the things in place, but just take your time, honey. Just take your time and just process it, period.
All right, thank you. All right, so you said you came in as an international student, right?
Oh, yes.
So which year was this? Like, when did you come?
Oh, I came here July 24 in the summertime. 2018.
2018.
It was so beautiful and hot.
Wow. So yeah. How was it when you go to Canada? How was it?
Oh my gosh, when I was coming, I came through the Toronto entry, and it was like the immigration people were so nice. They were so kind. They were asking me some questions, and the answer, they asked me for my result. They asked me for my acceptance letter. I gave it to them. So okay, they gave me everything, and they stamped them. Welcome to Canada. I said, oh, thank you. And I started at the airport, and for a while, because I was asking for, the mistake I did while coming, I always tell people while coming, always change a little bit of money with you, because I was so hungry and thirsty. I didn't have no Canadian dollar with me, because I was so hungry. I didn't have money to buy water, and I was asking people. People were just looking at me because I didn't understand how it works down here.
So please, when you're coming to Canada, make sure you
change a little bit of money.
Yeah,
if it's like $50, like $50, so you can able to buy some food. Because when you're in your flight, up in the air, they don't give you much water, because they're very, like, they have a kind of measurement of water they give people. Like, the bottle is so small. I remember when we went at what is it, Amsterdam, when we do a transit Amsterdam, I was so thirsty. I had to go to the bathroom and drink the water from the sink. Oh, I was so thirsty. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I need some water. Like, even when you ask the here hostels, can I have some water? It's like, oh, there's not enough water. Annoying.
Okay, so my next question is, did you pay your tuition fee by yourself? If yes, or if no, so you can proceed to tell us if international students are eligible for student loan here in Canada.
Anyways, like, international students are not eligible for student loan, because you're not a permanent resident, neither a citizen. You are an international student for a reason, because the reason why you're paying times 3 times 4 the tuition, because you are the people that are increasing the economy. You are the people that boost the economy, because they're expecting that when you're applying for that visa, you should have a lot of funds into your account. Because you don't want to give that bank statement that you got 50,000 in your bank statement, where's come you got nothing. It doesn't work that way. You have to have enough money, enough funds for your tuition, and don't come here and be putting pressure on people. And your expectation, it doesn't work that way, because you will come and tell the school, the registrar, they don't want to hear nothing, because the expectation that this is what you said to the immigration, this way has to go, period.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have money.
Okay, all right. And my next question is, can international students work and pay their fees while studying?
It depends. It all depends on the kind of funds you bring in. Don't just bring 1,000, 2,000, like, oh, okay, I'll be fine. When I come, I'll start working. No, honey. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Me, the only advice I'll give some people out there, if they said for the first semester, your tuition is like 10,000 or 8,000, or if they said for the first semester for the fall, maybe you have to pay 10,000. Bring that money first, maybe at least like 20 grand or 15 grand, 8 grand. You pay your first semester. When you pay that first semester, that's fine. After the next step, start searching for a job, because it's not like those days when you come in 2018. It was so easy to just find a job, but now it's very hard, because most of these employers don't wanna hire people because of the recession. Okay. So you have to bring enough funds and enough money for yourself, for your upkeep, for your room, because now it's very hard to even find a place to stay. So yeah.
All right, so let's move on to our next question. My next question is, back in Africa, let me say Africa, I will not say Ghana, because my viewers are all over the world. Some are in Nigeria, like different places, right? And then there are some people having criminal records back in their country. Yeah. So my question, does it have an effect on them when they are applying for student visa?
It all depends on the kind of offense or criminal charges they put on you as an individual. If they said you molested a child, or maybe you raped somebody, or a murder case, you go up and down. The immigration will review that application. It's a no. You're not coming here. Because here, even just like maybe some people like, okay, maybe they'll be like, because we have young kids here, young babies here, maybe they'll be like, he's out there molesting kids and killing people. Why should we give him a visa to come and kill somebody here? So it's a no. It all depends on the case. Maybe some cases, like, they put a restriction order on you. On some cases, maybe, or child support, whatever thing, or whatever criminal stuff. Maybe domestically abuse somebody, like if you're a guy, if you're a uma beater, you beat a lady, or maybe the lady charged, went to the police station and made a report that you abused her, maybe that will be on your criminal report. So and also those things, you don't have to hide it from the immigration. If you're applying, you have to be very transparent with them that I have a criminal record. You bring a criminal record, add it to your application. If it's possible, maybe they might give you the visa. If it's not, maybe it's enough for them. So whatever decision they made is up to you. It's up to them, and maybe they'll explain the reasons too.
Okay.
They won't just say no, but they'll give you the reason why you didn't get a visa.
Okay. So it's well known that the weather here in Canada is very bad, right? So my next question is, do I need a car when I move to Canada? Do I need a car immediately I get to Canada, or when it is approaching winter? Do I need a car?
It all depends on it. It all depends. It all depends on the finance. If you have the money to get it, why not? But if you don't have the money, don't put pressure on yourself. It's not a competition. You just gotta take your time and work hard and save that money.
All right. Thank you.
Buy a car if you think you're ready.
All right. So, as an international student, what are the things I should expect when I come to Canada, or when I start my studies in Canada? What are some of the things I should expect? And then what are some of the things, before you come here, there are some things, when I go to Canada, they say money it's very easy for you to make money, it's very easy for you to do this. Like, what are some of the disappointments you meet when you come?
You will expect a lot of things. You will cry, you will cry, you will suffer. I will tell people.
Yeah, okay.
And you will come, you will cry, you will struggle. First, you'll be an international student. One, you'll be a language barrier.
Okay.
Language barrier is one of the most important things, because maybe if you're Indian or you are from a French-speaking country, it depends on the province you're coming. If you're coming at Quebec, there'll be a high opportunities for you because you speak French, and you right away learn in Quebec. So French is just gonna be just flow, but it depends on kind of French. I heard that the Quebec French is like the ones from Paris.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so it is worth it learning French before coming here, right?
Yes, it all depends too, because learning French too, it gives you the opportunity to big government jobs.
Okay.
Like some jobs, they have to they'll identify at the bottom that bilingual. You have to learn English and French, and some of these big opportunities, those government jobs, you have to have those qualifications. If not, you don't get a government job. It's a no. But I know that a lot of expectation, the language barrier, because maybe for some people, the English, the accent, the understanding, because when you come, they'll be like, oh, it's cool, I want to go get heater. They'll be like, what is heater? Unless you say, oh, please, I want to get some heater. Like those things, like heater,
yeah, so
like water.
My first time hearing, when I came, I was like, is this Toronto? So, what are you saying? Toronto.
You say Toronto. You're like saying, okay, it's like, okay, I'm going to Alberta, but it's like Alberta.
Alberta.
I'm going to Alberta. It's like, what is Alberta? So it's like all about the accents. It's like some of the words they say and they speak. It's very hard for you to understand. So it takes time for you to understand and for you to understand. And sometimes when you talk, I always tell people as an immigrant coming in this country, when you're talking to Canadians, I know it's very hard. Back home, when we talk, we don't look in people's eyes. But when you're talking to Canadians, always look into their eyes, because they believe that when you're communicating to them, eye contact, they'll be like, you're very honest, and it's like you're trying to express, like they read you through their eyes. So even if you're observing what I'm talking to Wisdom, I'm looking right in his eyes, because it was very hard for me when I came to expectation. When I was talking to people, my head was like, look at me right, I'm talking to you. They feel like I'm disrespecting them. So it was so hard, like the expectation was too much, like the food, you miss your country food, you miss your language, especially if you're from different language, like you don't understand some of the things in your country from people from different country. And if you're somebody who goes to church, and maybe you're looking for a good church. And also, don't forget, always try to belong to a community. It's not about going to school all the time, working. But when you find somebody like from the same church, try to belong to a church doing active. Maybe that's where you meet your country and your family, and you connect. And also there's a lot too. And what's the other thing to what the expectation, and also the job expectation coming here?
That was going to be my next question.
Oh,
is it
sorry.
easy to get a job? How when should I expect when I apply for a job? Is it going to be long, short, for me to get a response from
From the
the
employers? Oh, it all depends, because now, because we're in the recession, the inflation time at this moment. Like those days, 2018, it was very easy to find a job. But now it's somebody who knows somebody who can recommend you. So it's not easy. It seems like people's like, oh, come to Canada, you get this, you get that. No, you go put in the work. You gotta put in the work.
You go explain tire.
You gotta explain tire, but you gotta put in the work. When you apply for a job, always go on time. Don't be on African time. Oh. When they say your job opportunity, your job appointment is at 9:30, go there at 9 o'clock and sit down and wait for the 30 minutes. Because if they say 9:30 is your job appointment and you go there for your interview or stuff and you are late, you're not giving that job. Always be time conscious. And those are the things too. I know it's very hard. We're back home, we don't value time. No, here time is people's money, and time is money, and you don't waste people's time. So always be on time with your job appointments.
All right. This video is for international students, not only international students, but then we have more of the international students or the people who want to apply to schools here in Canada. So we want to educate them on what to expect, and then some comparisons. We want to compare Canadian schools to African schools. What's the difference? Is it here, or is it back in Ghana, like back in Africa? Which one needs more attention, more time, like comparing both of them? Schooling in Canada and then schooling back in home.
Oh, me schooling back in home, like when I was back in Africa, when I just close school, if I go to school at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, I come home maybe at 5. I don't work. When I'm tired, I just go and rest and eat and sleep, and maybe I woke up the next day, or maybe I'm done, I study. But here too, it's like the other advantage down here, you can be still in school, and after school, the system is teaching you how to be like, how to balance school and work, which is the good thing. In Africa, it's very hard for you to balance school and work, because like the time, it's like we don't have enough time. Here, what I noticed, even kids in grade 1, they don't go to school every day. Like how we used to go to school from Monday to Friday in Africa. Grade 1, they go to school 3 times a week.
Wow.
Oh yes. I know I have friends who have kids, so I know. Grade 1, like those kids, and their own school is not like back home in Africa. Kids go to school from 8, they finish at maybe at 4:30. No, if they go to school at 9, they finish at 1 o'clock or 1:30.
Wow.
It's just happening. Most of the time when you go to school, they don't even write. They just do play. They play around. It just tell stories. They go out and play. You being grade 1, it's more of activities, and you don't even write the exam. It's just basic stuff,
Right.
But all I believe that the school system down here too is not bad, because in back home you can stay in university and work hard, you put in that grade, you study, you try to get that first class, but when it's done, for you to get a job, it's so hard.
Yeah.
You'll be so depressed after school. For even you to get a work in your field, it's so difficult.
Yeah,
People go into mental depression, and people are always stressed. Like they'll be doubting themselves. Why did I even spend all that money to go to school? Why? It doesn't make no sense. But here, even if you go to college just 1 year, even though you go to college for 1 year, you invest that money as a international student, you go to school, when you're done, you still get a job. Even though if you don't get a job in your field, but still, there will be an opportunity for you to work, and for you to save, for you to help with all those basic stuff. So I believe that there's more opportunities here.
Yeah, so you made mention of college, right? I would like to ask, if you have a brother, or if I have a brother coming from Ghana, a brother or sister, let's say a family member coming from Ghana, will you advise the person to go for college or university here in Canada?
It depends on the people's finance back home. If the person is getting full sponsor and the family are willing to pay for the tuition for year 1 to year 4, why not? If they say the person, we can able to afford to pay for Kwesi or Kwame or Kweku and tuition for level 1 to level 4. Why not? They can go to university if they can afford. Why not? But if the person is a hustler or is trying to come and just try to get something, and he can go to college. We have 1 year program, we have 2 years. It all depends on the kind of program you're taking. And let me tell you once more, there's some programs international students are not eligible unless you become a permanent resident.
Programs like
LPN, like the nurses, LPN, and also medical and lab and technology, those programs, and also they have like few programs.
So is that one for NBCC? Because
NBCC they have some programs like that.
Yeah.
And the EC for you to you working as an educator, like a teacher. Yeah. Those teacher programs, you're not eligible as an international student.
Okay, so just NBCC or every college in Canada?
No. University you are eligible as long as it's a 4-year program. Okay. You can do nursing because you know that you're going for the whole stretch. Okay. So you are eligible because when you're done, you write your final exam, you pass and all that, you are eligible. But college, because if you want to become an LPN, which is like licensed practical nurse, just like that, you are not eligible as an international student. They believe that you have to work. You have to get a 1-year work permit and working experience in Canada. When you get that 1-year working experience in Canada, you apply for your PR. Now you're eligible to apply for LPN. And because of that, that is why they're giving the one more opportunities. They want to give the domestic student and the citizen people more opportunities for them. The government is encouraging them for them to do that field, for them to, because they need more nurses. It's very difficult because even the people are retiring, we don't have people in that field to occupy those positions. So they're trying to encourage people to do that. And also there's some programs so the government will pay for everything. Okay. Yeah. Right. We'll talk about that for the next video. Yeah. And don't expect that when you come everything's gonna be green. No. And when you're coming, you have to bring a lot of funds and don't be coming and putting pressure on people to pull some strength, because all of us, we are struggling here too. Everybody's fighting their battles. It is what it is, and I'll just tell you what it is, period. And I know I'm very honest, boy. I want you to advise and everyone who comes to watch, I want you to advise them what to expect, like in summary, advise them what to expect and how to go about the application before. No, that one will be in the next video. The next video, okay, alright. That one will be in the next video, how to apply for come to Canada, the application, PGWP, the steps, if you want that. I don't suffer in this country, I have experience. So I will tell people, if you want to come, we will fit come. Yeah, she's been here for 5 years, so just imagine. She knows everything about Canada. So we have to level this channel up, level this views. We need more views. Okay, so just advice for my followers and viewers and other stuff. Yeah. All I can say, there will be a part 2 coming up, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I will need more views, and if you need more and you think that you need part 2, we're gonna produce it maybe in 2 weeks time or 1 week time, or it depends on the view. The more views and the more expectation, and we'll keep putting more videos out there, because we want to educate people out there. It's not like Rose and Shy, it's not all like glitters, it's gold down here, because you gotta put in the work too. And also the expectations, I know that it's not like those movies you see in the Christmas, so look at the snow. It's nice down here. I won't say it's not nice, so it's beautiful, it's nice, and it's cold, and it can be so sunny and so hot. In the summertime we can get like 28, so super hot in the summer. And even though you put your AC on in the house, you still be sweating. It's just like that. It's like, yeah, I just want you guys to just subscribe more to this channel, and there'll be part 2 coming. I don't want to give too much. It's just the intro and all that. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. You see me back, you see Mimi back, and yeah. All right, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and then there's going to be a part 2 to this video. We have a lot for you guys, so please keep sharing my content, and then like. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. I'm here for you. Any question you have,
just put it.
Yeah, and
I'll
also
come
don't
back to you.
forget to you guys can still write a suggestion what will be the next topic we should discuss.
Yeah, sure.
And don't forget to say that we can still do like what are the things we should talk, what are the conversation we have to discuss to you, what you guys want to know more about. Because we are students, we came here as international students, so we know the ins and outs, the struggles, the hustling, the bustling, and it's just a lot. Like, yeah.
All right. So that's all I have for you today.
And happy Mondays, guys. And
Yeah.
enjoy your good weekend and wish
All right.
you the best.
Bye
Bye.
bye.